Good evening, good afternoon, my good people. From wherever you are, I don't know if it's night, it's evening, or it's in the morning. And today, this is a special vlog whereby I am in Naivasha. And here in Naivasha, uh, I really want to show you just about Lake Naivasha. And as we are here in Naivasha, I really want to show you so many things. And welcome to my vlog. So, as you can see, this is Lake Naivasha. And what Lake Naivasha is well known for, it's like a signature look. You'd see the water, and just behind the water, you'll see the dried up trees. It happens that these dried up trees are acacia trees, which dried up. Just look at that. And these acacia trees, they dry up just because water came and colonized them. Initially, that part used to be land. It used to be a dry land. And if you could be keen, right somewhere there, there's a house. And all this happened like this just because water came and colonized this whole place. Now, this is Lake Naivasha. Lake Naivasha happens to be in the Rift Valley, and it is a freshwater lake. It is a freshwater lake. Freshwater lake means the lake is not salty, and uh, that means it's friendly even for drinking. You can even drink. But now this part, I would say it's just near the land, and probably what is right here is not yet clean. But if you go deep into the lake, you can drink this water. So this is Lake Naivasha, and it's well known for acacia trees. And in our daily lives, acacia trees tend to have benefits. Acacia trees tends to have benefits. And as you can check, Naivasha mainly, the main signature look of Naivasha is usually acacia. Acacia generally. Acacia generally. And wherever I am right now, I'm still showing the dried up acacia trees and the signature look, which is at Lake Naivasha. So let me just show you around. And as I go silent, you can hear the sounds of nature. Birds chirping and wild animals in the background also reacting in each and every way. Look at that. This is Lake Naivasha. And just to turn where it is called Sopa Lodge. Where it's called Sopa Lodge. It's like a sanctuary, and it's such a beautiful place. It is a lodge whereby visitors come all across the world. Look at that. Look at this is Sopa Lodge for you. And by the time I'm recording this video, it is in the evening. This is Sopa Lodge for you. As you can see, those are the residential areas of Sopa Lodge, and it's just at the foot of Lake Naivasha. And being this a lake, as you can see, this is a boat. So whenever you are at Sopa Lodge, you can probably get a ride on the boats, and there's so many things you can really do at this resort. But now my main focus is just to tell you more about Lake Naivasha. It's a freshwater lake. Let me have a touch to the water. It's a freshwater lake. And I think the vegetation that is here, this is called hyacinth. I don't know how this hyacinth usually grows. And in Lake Naivasha, main animals you could usually see are birds. There are birds. You could see zebras around. You could see giraffes, because giraffes are around because mostly giraffes also like uh, feeding on acacia trees. See, giraffes are tall and acacia trees are tall, so you can relate why this usually happens. So this is Lake Naivasha. Wherever I am, I'm already inside the lake, but there's a ramp that's heading me all through to the lake. And I would say Lake Naivasha, it's not a very big lake, but it has a significant size. It really has a significant size. Yeah, so yeah, let's just walk around. I show you the type of vegetation which is here. And now talking about acacia trees have significant, that's really significant in life. I hear some myths about acacia trees. I don't know whether they're true. It's called fever tree. Fever tree, no, this is acacia tree. And before I go to before I explain more about it being a fever tree, having a name of a fever tree, it's said that the ring that was tied on Jesus Christ's head was made from this acacia tree. Just imagine, it was made from this acacia tree. I hear that's a myth. I'm not sure, I was not there, but I could say. And again, it's also a significance in life, whereby I also hear people from the Freemasonry, whenever someone dies, they use acacia trees to bury them. And to bury them, they use acacia trees for symbolization of birth and rebirth and death. And other than that, let's move closer to acacia trees. Now, this is a small acacia tree before it grows. This is a small acacia tree. Acacia tree it is well known for the thorns and the color of the trunk. But this one is a small one. This is about a meter high. But once it grows, it becomes huge. Like these ones you can see at the background. These acacia trees. And something I will tell you about acacia trees, it has medicinal value. It has medicinal value. They use acacia gum. It's the wax that comes from the tree. They use the acacia wax to make scents. They make scents and make perfumes. And again, I hear acacia trees, it's used in treating ADHD. It has a chemical called, how is the chemical called? I'm really juggling into my mind. It's called catecholamine. It's catecholamine. There's also a chemical called catechin, which is an antioxidant, and there's also a chemical called catechol. Catechol, catechol. For example, if you cut an apple, and after cutting an apple, you'll see the apple turns the color from where you cut it. Now, the color that usually comes from the apple, it is as a result of antibacterial for the apple not to go bad. Now, to taking back to acacia trees called fever tree. Acacia tree was originally, people used to believe that acacia used to cause malaria, which that was not the case. Acacia never used to cause malaria, but it happens that people had the belief that acacia used to cause malaria, but that's not the case. Whatever used to cause malaria is mosquitoes, which happens to live in the riverines, and mosquitoes also live in the groves. And technically, which plant dominates the riverines and the groves? It is acacia. So acacia used to bring the breeding zones. For example, these are groves, these are grove areas, and the riverines. Riverines are areas close to the river, and groves are like the shores of the lakes. So when acacia grows, it makes water get still. When water gets still, and when water gets still, acacia grows in freshwater lake. So mosquito get breeding zones in those areas. So mosquitoes used to used to get breeding zones under the acacia trees, not even within the groves, whereby after acacia trees have grown and the water becomes still. So that's the reason why it used to be called fever tree. Did you know that? Now, my good friends, if you're watching this up to this moment, I know it's free. It's free. It happens that most of you who watch my channel are not my subscribers. Actually, 80% of you are never my subscribers. So take a moment and just press that. It's free. It costs nothing. It really costs nothing. You can subscribe. When you subscribe, it gives me motivation to make lots of videos like this. And to show you all around the world. And just a motivation, it's just a motivation and appreciation. And as you subscribe, don't forget to like and probably leave a comment about my content. It really motivates. And uh, if you are here up to this moment, we are at the shores of Lake Naivasha. And as I had showed you, what do you think in your mind would really help and solve this issue of the trees drying up, or the the lake taking over the land, so that these beautiful trees who can stop drying up? What do you think should be done for this to be solved? Until then, I would say thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for sticking with me. And I would like again, I just insist, if you are here for the first time, don't pass without subscribing and giving this video a like. And this is Lake Naivasha for you. And those are acacia trees. And I've given you stories about acacia trees. And until then, I would say goodbye and see you on my next one.